Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders saying, what's current? Well, gotta get these advertisers. These are the people that sponsor this show, that keep it going, keep it running. My main man, Peng, lifestrongapparel.com, LifeStrongApparel.com. You'll find fitness gear, you can find soursop, elderberry, pineapple, mango, and blueberry blends of sea moss infused. They're like preservatives almost, like they have the consistency of that. The blueberry is excellent. I don't know about all the rest of the flavors, but I tasted the blueberry and it is magnifique. So check him out. Tell him that the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. Also, check out BEEJACKSON 5478 B Jackson on YouTube. He's got a hell of a sense of humor. This guy's funny. He's got great commentary on near beer or non-alcoholic beer, and has fried chicken and sardines on the grill. So you can definitely check him out. Tell him that the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. Also, Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES on YouTube. He's got a catalog of people such as Najee, Kim, Whitney Houston, Rose Royce, the Gap Band, the Fatback Band, you name it. He has all kinds of different singers and acts. If they're not listed there, you will find their equivalent, or somewhere near. I highly recommend you go to his channel and support him. Make sure you get some time with your significant other, get some wine, cozy up to the fire, and just have a great time. Tell him that your boy, the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you to him. All right, and last but not least at all, as for the sponsors is Dot Focus, DOTFOCUS _. It's twitch.tv/.focus _1 line. He's got the sniper rifle action. He's got the standard rifle action. He's doing missions, all kinds of stuff, and it doesn't look like he's planning to shoot up a school or a church or a theater or anything like that. It's just all in the game. It's just a game. It's all Call of Duty. So definitely check him out. Let him know that the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. And if you would like to advertise or sponsor for the show, go to SkylerSaunders@gmail.com. SkylarSaunders@gmail.com. And you can send in. We can make an arrangement. Based on how much money you have in your budget. We can do something. It's gonna be in the three figures. Don't think it's not gonna be in the three figures. It's definitely gonna be in the three figures. But I'll work with you. I'll see what we can do. So go there. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. My Venmo is @Skylerize SKYLERIZED. And my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. All right, so get into the show finally. Well, let me not get into the show yet. My main man Height gives $100 a month. He's the only person that has contributed $100 a month. He only missed 1 month. He missed July, but for June, August, and September, he's on point. $100. Just in, and I don't have to do anything special. I don't have to tap dance. I don't have to. Just do my thing, running my mouth, talking about subjects on hip hop and other ideas. So, you can also do the same thing, just $100 a month. That's all I ask for to keep the machine going. I want to get a new MacBook. I'm trying to raise funds for that. It's a fundraiser Tuesday. Get your money up. So I appreciate it, and thank you very much for in advance, for you contributing $100 a month. I would sincerely appreciate it. It's already happened with one patron, with Height. So why can't you be the next? Send your money to this goofy guy right here. All right, now we get into the show. Ice Spice, she's the hottest thing going. She's the hot one. She's the one. She's the ticket. It's like under her are like Sexy Red, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, even uh, who else? I mean, Rhapsody, if you want to include her. I mean, uh, what's his, not Summer Walker. What's her name? Oh God, I can't think of her name. Damn it to hell! I hate when I do that. Have to look it up, you guys. Have to look it up. What's the rapper's name? Female rappers. Nicki Minaj. She's like the new Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat. Lotto. Yeah. Tierra Whack. Yup. Scarlett. Let me see. Snow the Product. A lot of females. Anyway, she can't escape it. She didn't escape it. She's a new and upcomer. She may have had another issue before, but like I said many times, you're nobody till somebody sues you. You're nobody. Everybody in the business has been sued, pretty much. Like 95% to 99% of the business, anybody you can think of, for whatever reason. It could be copyright infringement, could be something like that. That's what it usually is. That's what it is in this particular instance. She got hit with a lawsuit that said, and this is from the Hip Hop DX article. It says, the suit was filed in January of this year, so it was a few months ago. D. Chambers, or let me see, Duval Chamberlain, claimed that Ice Spice copied the beat, lyrics, hook, rhyme structure, metrical placement, and narrative of his January 2022 track In That Mood for her In Ha Mood. So they settled. They didn't. I didn't see it. Maybe you guys can pick it up for me, but I didn't see anywhere what the lawsuit actually was, any figures. But they said that the lawyers settled. And that's just another example. He asked for no less than 50% of the publishing and other revenues derived from the track. That's the only figures that have come up based on this specific track. But she got sued, and I'm sure she was sued before, but you're not going to come in this game and not people going to be hungry. There's a famous quote that was on the Star Report, but I think it was a Star Chamber at the time, but it said, never show your food, excuse me, I messed up. Never show your plate to a nigga that's hungry. And this nigga was hungry, and she showed her plate, and now he's eating off her publishing. That's how it goes. That's how it is. That's the reality of it. You can't change it. You can't change that. It's gonna happen. Everybody gets sued. Jay got sued. Ye got sued. I think 50 got sued. Dre got sued. Just go down the list of people in the entertainment business, and especially music. And it's something that baffles me. It really baffles me how they just like, yeah, it's my song. I'm using it. So what? Like, Ice Spice, or sometimes it's like somebody could have dropped a hot beat for her. Hold on one moment. All right, I'm back. Somebody could have dropped a hot beat for her and said, "Look, you this is that fire. This is hot. This is gonna be that new track for you. You gotta get on this. You gotta be on this." And she was just like, okay. And her usually, nonchalant attitude, towards everything. She's like, yeah, all right, I'll rap over it. And this guy Duval Chamberlain is not playing. He wanted his money. He filed a stipulation of voluntary dismissal, and that's a lot of words. And what I think it just means is, and it says a stipulation of voluntary dismissal with prejudice. And this is from the document. It is hereby stipulated and agreed by and among the undersigned attorneys for plaintiffs Duval Chamberlain. They locked out the B in the article. A.k.a. D. Chambers and Kinley Carmente, a.k.a. Cass, the producer, plaintiffs on the one hand, and the defendants, Dolo Entertainment Inc., Isis Nasia Gaston, aka Ice Spice, Ephraim Lopez Jr., aka Riot, aka Riot USA, 10,000 Projects LLC, aka 10K Project, and UMG Recordings Inc., Universal Music Group. So that's it. That's the big thing, because there's the big. I think there's big three. It's Sony, Warner, and Universal. I think that's it's cute how we say like, oh yeah, we used to throw up the Rockefeller. We it used to be Rough Riders, used to be Def Jam. All of them. Everything. All of them are either under those umbrellas, under those three umbrellas: Universal, Warner, or Sony. So that's when it gets serious. When you have UMG in a suit, a lawsuit, then you have serious repercussions that could come down, because that's a lot of money. We're dealing with billions of dollars. That's what these corporations generate every year, and that make millionaires out of your favorite rapper and your favorite singer. And in some cases, they become billionaires, like Taylor Swift. I think she became a billionaire just off of music. Who is this? Kareem TV? Salute. Salute, Scott. That's Scott. My dumbass. Salute, Kareem TV. I saw it and I read it. But what's up, Kareem TV? I know it'll be past my bedtime if I were you. It's already Wednesday where you are. Goddamn. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for coming aboard. Yeah, it's late. It's midnight. It's already Wednesday. My ass would have been asleep. I said, man, forget that nigga. He ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for all that. So we have to take that into account. You're nobody till somebody sues you. I was just saying it for somebody. I don't even remember who it was. Said they're getting sued for music, and it's like, at least this is about music. It's not like somebody's getting sued over child pornography or something crazy like that. This is just music. This is just basis of, she might have heard the track. I'm not trying to cape for her. I'm just trying to give you an example. I'm not trying to dump on her or cape for her. I'm just saying what could have happened. She heard the song. It heard, maybe it has a repeating beat to it. I didn't hear the song in her mood. Hold on. I'm just gonna listen. I did hear the song before. I heard this song before. I like Ice. Topic is Ice Spice, sir. I like Ice Spice. She is hot. Yeah. Damn, I like she on the move. She's so hot. Slow down. Don't get too sipping on me. Don't get too sipping on me. She's a hot chick, but she can be worked and put out on the stroll as just like any other of them. And she's got, in this video, has 52 million views. So she's eating off of this. She's definitely eating off of this. And this is from a year ago. 6 months ago. Year ago. That's the time it takes, I think. That's the kind of time it takes for multiple actions to be taken for lawsuits. You have to gear up. You have to lawyer up, as they say. He said I can. She's a good mammy. You gotta learn, my friend. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. These, like Too Short said, these hoes ain't shit. That's the real talk. I'm looking for it right now, by the way. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Oh, bitches ain't shit. Excuse me. He didn't say hoes. He said bitches ain't shit. That's his favorite word, by the way. I should have known that. What's my favorite word? But yeah, Ice Spice, you know, she's a very good-looking young lady. I wish her much success. I'm not gonna just hate on her just to hate on her. But she's got to be aware. This is the playing field. This is the playing field. You're gonna get people that are gonna be in your way. Let me see who it is. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Papa, her new tune is bussin'. Her bum is going crazy on that track. Yeah, she's got the hardware. She's definitely got the hardware, definitely. But I guess it's the software. But yeah, so again, you know, just beware. Young artists coming up in the game. I don't know who you are, where you're from, what you're about. Just be aware. You're gonna get sued. For somebody in West Bumble, you know what, is gonna look up and say, wait a minute, that sounds like my beat. That sounds like my what was it, metrical? It's hold on. It's metrical placement. I never even heard of such. And narrative on my song. And well, you can't do that. You're not gonna be able to do that with me. No, I'm gonna shut you down. You too much. You eating high off the hog right now. That video got 52 million views. I don't know how many streams it's got on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all of those residuals. I'm gonna get 50% of all your publishing. So be careful next time. That was like a warning. I'm not capping. I'm telling the truth. I'm nobody's fan. 1-1 Milk. What is that? 1-1 Milk. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, she can get touched. She got touched. He wants 50% of all her publishing of that song. And other revenues derived from. Other revenues derived from. That's what he wants. He's going to get it. So, you're nobody till somebody sues you. And I think she was sued in the past. I just don't remember what the case was. I don't remember what it was, but I think she would, because she's on the cover of Rolling Stone. Oh, shit. She on the cover of Rolling Stone. Oh, okay, great. That's wonderful. Why don't I go up and get mine while I still can? Let me get my money. You want me on the cover of Rolling Stone? Okay, fine. Good to go. Roger that. M. She's lit, bro. Latest song, 11 days old. What is that? The song is called Milk? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? 1.1 million? Is that what you meant to say? 1.1 million? Latest song, 11 days old. 1.1. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. What's the name of the song? What's the name of the song? Papa. Okay, let me look at this. I gotta go to the YouTubes. Yeah, she's definitely hitting. She's got the strippers getting money in the video, showing everything that they got, all that their mama gave them. She's definitely on her own. She is definitely in a zone right now. She's definitely in a zone. I see it. I see it's happening. She doesn't stop though. She's like, all right, I got a lawsuit. And like. That's her attitude on everything, I think. She's like, you a munch, you know? That person that's suing her, it must be a munch in her eyes. We can't fake this. She had some Jamaican girls on that ass showing ass. Shit, showing ass. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. She's got the Chanel bag. She's got the crowd. She's sitting on top of a looks like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, one of the other ones. Everybody's shaking their ass in the video. All these females. I'm not mad. She's cute. She's a cutie. Ice Spice is a cutie. She's super young. She was born in 2000. She's 12 years younger than me. I feel like an old man. I can't even look at her all the time. I gotta look away. She's of age, but still, it's still weird. Sorry, don't say sorry. Nearly butthole showing. Yeah, exactly. She's hot. I can't feel that. What can't you feel? Now you switch it up. You can't feel what? You said I can't feel that. You can't feel what? The audio was released a month ago and had 804,000 views. The video was released 11 days ago and it has 1.1 million views. I mean, this is just she's not playing around. She's, if anything, she's productive. She's extremely productive. She's a productive individual. Definitely, without question. Sometimes the girls are a little bit too young. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be extremely careful. I'm careful. I always look at my own age. 18 years ago, I was 18. I know exactly when the time is. 2006. That was 18 years ago. I feel like a very old man standing on his lawn, on his porch, telling kids to get off his lawn. You know, waving his fist. If you kids don't get off my lawn, like that's how I feel. Cause she was born in 2000. Like 2000. I remember 2000. I remember when everybody was like, yeah, Y2K, Y2K. And that's what her album was called. Y2K, Y2K. It's going to be crazy. All the computers are going to set back. They're going to not know what to do. The zero is going to mess up everything. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? This the grim irony. The grim irony. Everybody was saying everything about Y2K. Y2K, Y2K. Y2K1 was around like, nothing happened. We'll be all right. September 11th happens, and it was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't care too much about Y2K. Maybe we shouldn't have cared about if Bill Clinton got a blowjob. Maybe we shouldn't have cared about if, we should have cared, but we shouldn't have put so much emphasis on the hanging chads in Florida for the re-election of George W. Bush in 2000. Like, it's just sad. It's just really sad. I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm still sticking on the topic of her. This is what happened all around her birth. This is the time period. This is what was going on in America. You know, when she was first born, and she obviously, I don't think she has any recollection of that. She has, probably a few history in textbooks or tablets or whatever the hell they use now. I don't even know if they use textbooks. But if they use tablets, they know the difference between what happened on September 11th and any other day in 2001. Y2K1, you know. She has the mammies in the videos. I like a mammy now. I'm a fine mammy. Those asses that was yeah, they really are. I mean. I'm not that much of an ass guy. I'm more of a breast guy. But they were shaking. They were shaking. And she's got a nice derriere. She has, a nice rear end. Yeah, they're on point. They're some of the best, it looks like. That's the kind you put in the video. You don't put the kind with the stretch marks and the gunshot wounds. And the ones that be all naked that had the C-section scars. I just talked about C-sections yesterday. Watch that show. Yeah, so she's got the ice on, that big face thing. She has a butterfly. They're really shaking it up. They're shaking it like crazy. So she's got to win. It's only 2 minutes and 37 seconds long. But it's got like you pointed out, 1.1 million viewers. That is insane. as okay. I like her. I like a good mammy with her mouth poke out. Who doesn't? I mean, you know, who doesn't? So, well, I just like to say, she seems like she's still rolling. The machine is still growing. If Papa or Popa, or I don't even know how to, I think it's Papa, but it doesn't have the extra P in the middle. It's up. It's up. It's live. It's she's doing her thing. I'm not gonna hate her for it. She's doing her thing. She's definitely doing her thing. I can't hate her. Um Definitely one of hip hop's up and comers. It keeps this thing alive. She's gonna keep this thing alive. I don't care what y'all say. All Ice Spice, all Sexy Red. Oh, they're tearing down. It's not lyrical anymore. It's not. She's pretty lyrical. When I hear her songs, I think of drill music. That's when she has when she's in her bag lyrically. It's those drill music songs. Those that doom 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 like that. Like she's in her bag. She can really rap, and she just happens to be cute. That helps. How's the weather over there? Are you serious? Oh man, I can't call it. It's cool. We're getting ready for autumn. I mean, it's already autumn. It's already autumn. So we're getting ready for cuffing season. We're getting ready for what is it? Cuffing season, hoodie season, horror movie season, Halloween season, Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas. It's like Christmas on like Trump said. Everything is on steroids. Christmas is already in the blood since July, with Christmas in July, and people start saying stuff, and they have Christmas specials already in September. But by the time Thanksgiving ends, it's Christmas like times what you can't even expect. You can't even acknowledge what kind of Christmas ideas are happening. It's crazy. It's getting rainy, okay. It's shroom season over here now. It's shroom season. That's funny. That is funny. So we have to have, we have to have some kind of indicator to let people know, what the season brings. I'm sure Ice Spice is gonna get bonuses and different amounts of money. She's definitely gonna get to show off her assets. You see what I did there? I think she has some of the best wigs. She can work some wigs. She's got the curly Annie wig. She's got the long down her back wig. She's got like the tousled, I guess you can say, hair wig. They're all orange. They all look like saffron spice. She's got the one with the bangs. She's got the long one with bangs. She's got the short one with bangs. Just give her that much, She's sexy. She's a good looking girl. Okay, wait a minute. The scary shrooms. Ice Spice ass is so therm tight. Okay, I'm like, what are you saying? Okay, I got you. But to wrap up, we can talk about her ass all day. We can talk about the lawsuit. That's the serious thing. The stipulation. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The stipulation of a voluntary dismissal with prejudice. That is what's real. That's not, booty shaking and pee popping. That's serious business that she has to contend with. So I hope she recovers from this. I don't think it really hit her that hard. Like 50% off of publishing from one song. That's probably like 10 stacks. Probably. I'm just saying. I don't know how to calculate. I don't know the mathematics. But it's probably like 10 stacks. It's nothing to her. She's worth millions now, I think. She was on SNL. She's big. She's made it. She's definitely made it. So, but you're nobody till somebody sues you. So she's definitely a somebody now. She's definitely a person. If she hadn't been sued in previously, she's definitely sued now, and that is a fact, and that cannot be taken away. It is on record, and it's something for her to think about. All right, next thing. I just want to rant. Let me see. Ice has the best. Ice has the best ass in the rap game. Let's talk about that. Well, we just talked about it. I'm good. I don't really, I have to big up, a woman's posterior. I like to uncrack her mind. That's my main thing. Get into her head. That's my main thing. I want to go up here, not back there. I mean, maybe we can go back there a little longer, but I like to unwind a broad's mind, if that's possible. So that's what I like to do. But this has nothing to do with Ice Spice. This has nothing to do with her ass. Government schools. How long will they last? How long will government schools last? I talked yesterday about government health and how it needs to get the hell out of the healthcare business. It's a business. Let's remind ourselves that. Even though you're going to a physician and you think you're getting better, you think you're getting pumped full of drugs, it's a business. It's all business. Everything you can think of is about money. It's about money. It's about money. Follow the money. That's the key. I don't know why this thing is shaking now. Okay, let me shake it. All right, so we have to come to terms with government schools. I have mixed feelings about this time of year. It's my favorite time of year. I love autumn. I talked about this before. I think I was saying how schools, they're teaching the wrong thing, but at least they're teaching. Like, they taught me the wrong thing, but at least they taught me. I know a little bit of something, and I don't even know. Like, I'm writing a sentence, and I know where the semicolon goes. I know where the comma goes. I know the indent. I know use a period. That's not magic. That was taught to me. Somebody had to teach me. I only had public schools. I had public schools all the way up to college. When I dropped out for my first semester at Delaware Technical Community College. That has to be learned. Everything has to be learned. So I'm saying for private schools, and everybody jumps and says, "Oh well, who's going to be able to provide afford a private school?" If you can buy your son or daughter Nikes, if they have a Adidas tracksuit, if they have a tablet, if they have Jordan sneakers, you can afford private school. I'm sure of it. Just don't spend, even if you have to get, marked down clothes and stuff like that. It might be a regular fit, what is it called? Somewhat imperfect or something like that. That's the way to go. I mean, I don't know what it's like around the world. I think it is like this around the world. I think schools have, similar schedules. But I know in America, I know for a fact that, schools start, all the way from kindergarten to postdoctorate. That's when they mainly start, Don't expect every country is rich. We are struggling over here too. Well, look, this is what I'm going to tell you. Read up this book called The Beautiful Tree. Read the book, The Beautiful Tree. It's about this man, James Toole, I think his name is. I can make 100% sure. James Toole, he traveled to countries in Africa, in India, in the country of India. Is it O'Toole? Maybe it's O'Toole. Or is it Toole? James Toole. He went on a trek from various places around the world. Here's from a little reading. Everyone from Bono to the United Nations is looking for a miracle to bring schooling within reach of the poorest children on earth. James Toole found one hiding in plain sight. While researching private schools in India for the World Bank, he worried he was doing little to help the poor. Tuli wandered into the slums of Hyderabad's old city, shocked to find it overflowing with tiny, parent-funded schools filled with energized students. He set out to discover if schools like these could help achieve universal education. Named after Mahatma Gandhi's phrase for the schools of pre-colonial India, the beautiful tree recounts Tuli's journey from the largest shanty town in Africa to the hinterlands of Gansu, China, and introduces readers to the families and teachers who taught him that the poor are not wanting for educational handouts. They are building their own schools and educating themselves. A do-for-self system, a selfish system, a rational system. I need to learn that sand niggers that expect Denmark or Europe is a good place. Hyderabad, yeah. I'm glad you can put in niggers, though. Salute to you. You know, some people put in niggas or ninjas or something like that. Just say niggers. I'm not even gonna get into that commentary on niggers tonight. But just say it. If you can. If you can't, you know, it's like a paid show and somebody's got advertising dollars. I have sponsors who advertise for me, you know, but I don't have exact, you know, sponsorship. I don't have enough watch hours or subscribers to gain to that point. And I just want to have that point just to say I have it, but I'm not using it. Get your weight up. In Northern Africa, so I feel I can do it. A lot of people are white and say that. Yeah, but it's about do for yourself. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about do for self is the Nation of Islam. And I'm against Islam, I'm against Christianity, I'm against Judaism, I'm against all forms of faith for various reasons. But they actually have, it's a weird thing. It's like everybody has their faults and everybody has their a good side to them. They have their benefits. Everybody has their detriments and their benefits. It just depends on who you are. Moroccan people, where I come from, is black and sand. You couldn't say nigger again. It's Sahara. Yeah, I know sub-Saharan Africa is extremely poor. What's so funny? Now you're laughing. I don't know what you're laughing at. But I know sub-Saharan Africa is extremely poor. So they need, you know, the beautiful tree. They need that system that's privatized, that's not built on the government, that's completely controlled with microfunding by the parents. They give what, like $20 a month or something like that. It might even be less. It's like $10 a month or something like that. And they get a great education. And the best thing is, they get to learn English. They get to learn, you know, ways of understanding how other cultures function. And they go to England. They go to London and England, and they go to where you are now. What's it called? The Scandinavian countries, and they go to the United States, and they go to South America, and they learn even more. You know, and it just builds up and builds up and builds up. So that's a beautiful thing. No, people are poor there. That's what I was saying. I said, yeah, Sub-Saharan Africa is extremely poor. It's one of the poorest sectors in the whole entire world. It's extremely developing countries are in Sub-Saharan Africa. They tried to jump off the border. They tried to jump the border. Oh yeah. Well, same thing's happening here in U.S. And I'm not faulting them because they're coming from backward shit crazy, you know, countries like Venezuela, you know, and they're coming for, you know, for jobs and opportunities. And that's the thing. We shouldn't have multiple opportunities, or we should maximize the opportunities, have an abundance of opportunities. You know, that's the whole idea of capitalism. That's one of the aspects of it. You know, maximizing opportunities where they can start off being dishwashers and maids and stuff like that, and picking oranges and stuff like that. Then they move up, because it's a big move up anyway. They're getting paid like, I don't know, $8, $9 an hour. compared to maybe $2 or $3 an hour, if that. That's a big step up. And they use cash, so that's cash is king in a lot of ways. And they may have a bank account. I'm not trying to marginalize anybody, but they often use cash. I remember I was part of a crew where these other let's call them young brown men, short brown men from Mexico. They had the idea of getting trucks. We went to the Home Depot, and we unloaded different materials in Pennsylvania. I got paid for it. I got like $200, $300 or something like that in a day for my work. It was tight. It was awesome for me. So I was like, this is cool. I can work with this. To Spain. Okay, we have a little city in Morocco that is Spain. That's Spain, and all the Africans come over to jump the border to Spain. It's called Melilla. Okay, when they jump the border, they are in Europe and can get free stuff. That's what's happening in America. People are getting free stuff. I'm conflicted on this issue. I'm conflicted on this issue because I would rather see somebody get free stuff that's trying to improve their life than somebody that's sitting home, eating Cheetos, watching Jerry Springer, getting a check every. These people are working like hell, trying to do the worst jobs possible. Things that are very hard to do, and they're trying to make their lives. They're trying to make lives for themselves and their families. A selfish endeavor, by the way, because if it wasn't selfish, they wouldn't be doing it. They would lay down and die, probably. Let me see. It's just you and me, Cream, by the way. We're riding this together. Pause. No Diddy. Yeah, like the Mexican border. Exactly, but worse. You can let everyone in. Yeah, we chilling, D. Yeah. Yeah, but once again, I'm very conflicted because I'm all about immigration being official, check background check at the border. Whoever you are, we have to know where you're coming from. We got to shine a light up in your grandmama's ass before she can come over. We got to make sure all that's in order. That's one thing I'm thinking about. And for infectious diseases and criminal records and ties to Al Qaeda or ties to some ISIS situation, something like that, that's all has to be in account. But then there's the illegals that just filter over the border, find a way under a fence. Maybe they're in tunnels. That's what I don't understand. El Chapo, he was going through tunnels. They carved out tunnels for this nigga, and he was going through. So I'm sure right now as I'm speaking, hundreds of people are getting funneled through a tunnel. Didn't mean to rhyme right there, but I did. I mean, passing through a tunnel into the United States. Maybe hundreds a day, thousands a day, I don't know. But they had a tunnel for him doing drugs. But this is the sad part. That's the reason why it's so disgusting, is because drugs are illegal. If drugs and narcotics and all that were illegal, we wouldn't have this problem. We wouldn't have this issue, because the thing is, this ties into the guns. The reason why the police have to use AK-47s and SWAT gear and look like they're going to a battle zone, even though they're walking down the street, waving to neighbors and stuff, with guys watering his lawn. Hey, Bill. Hey, Jimmy. How are you? What's up? How? And everything like that. And they have to come out with the SWAT team because drugs are illegal. If you legalize drugs, that would be one thing taken away. It wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be a problem. But they say, oh, the fentanyl is flowing through the streets because of Kamala Harris. They say Kamala, but it's Kamala. But Kamala Harris, because of her policies, radical liberal. That's all she is. And the same thing with Trump. He's terrible too. He's awful. And they're both terrible. I think they're horrific. Nobody's talking about individual rights. Nobody's talking about reason individualism and capitalism. They're not going to be. They can't even fathom what they mean. They have no idea. They don't have a clue as to what either of those statements mean. Hold on, you've been writing a lot since I've been talking. Let me see. It's lawless people. Okay, they are stabbing each other over here. Yeah, they're not stabbing each other over here. They're shooting each other. I'm from that same shit. Yeah, you are speaking fact. I can only speak facts. Fentanyl are going crazy. Fentanyl is killing the U.S. and Europe. I only think Trump can save us, but I respect your opinion. Yeah. Neither Trump nor Kamala. I mean, Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, I should say, and former President Trump. They can't do. They can't. Either one of them. They don't have the wherewithal. They don't have the special ideas. They have nothing. They're nothings. They're completely empty. They're devoid of proper training, proper education, proper realization. They're not alone. Most of the people don't know about Ayn Rand. Most of the people don't know about objectivism. It's the unknown philosophy. It's the unknown ideal philosophy. And one of the only philosophies that is valid and true and complete. And it's still yet to be explored. She had, one of her final books was Introduction to Objectivist Epistemology. That's a mouthful. Pause. No diddy. But yeah, so that was special. That was special. She had by the way, it's Introduction to Objectivist Epistemology. So it has to be explored. It has to be further unbound. It has to be further unwound. There are multiple elements that have to be discovered. Trump forces the Europe to do stuff. He will tell them to get their act together. Trump told the EU to get their army together. I want to see proof of that. Give me. You might have to space it out, but give me a link. Space it out something so I can see exactly what you mean. I'm not denying you. I'm denying Trump. I'm saying that he didn't do that. Not that you said what you said is wrong. But yeah, so it's we've gone all over the place, but it's still back to the same idea of education, because that's where it starts at anyway. Because people that are educated in these countries, they're able to get somewhat good, quote unquote, good jobs. They're in the office building. They're in different areas that are air conditioned and in the summer and heat in the winter. He told them to spend more money on the army stuff, and they did so, or else he would not back them. Well, he did do some things that were right. He didn't do everything wrong. I can't say he is, but he's still too much of a moron, too much of just a gauche, really just disgusting human being, and he knows it. He knows it to his core that he's a terrible human being. He's a terrible person. And Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris. Let me just say that Vice President Harris. She doesn't have a clue. They called her the border czar. And what is up with that czar? Didn't we get rid of the czars? What is this cutesy? Oh, he's the car czar. Oh, they're the border czar. Oh, what is that? What is that about? Who started the czar thing again? We got rid of the czars. We shouldn't be like Russia. Why are we trying to be like Russia with czars? It's goofy. He is a good guy. I love him. Well, I don't think he's a good guy, and I do not love him. Who would you choose? Kamala? Vice President Harris or former President Trump? I may not even vote this time. I may just sit it out. I'm probably not even going to vote. Or if I do vote, it's going to be a write-in. Like I did last time. I just had a write-in vote. And I just kept it pushing. Because it's not going to matter. One person, and in my state, it's definitely not going to matter. It's gonna be blue anyway. It's gonna be blue for definitely because Biden was just the president. He's from Delaware. Damn, bro. Trump is gonna save the world. Oh my God. You have really drank the flavor aid there, sir. It was great. And that's another thing too. A lot of people think, okay, objectivism is a cult. Really? Is it a cult? Let's talk about cults. Here's a cult. Jonestown. Jim Jones. with the Flavor Aid and the Kool-Aid and the poison, the toxin that was mixed with it. They didn't even get a chance to say, you know what? I don't want to have grape. I want to have strawberry before I go out. You know, they didn't even get that option. That's a cult. Um, Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate. They died with Nikes on their feet. Why didn't somebody say, you know what? I don't want to wear Nike. I want to wear Reebok. No, gotta wear Nike. That's the thing. That's the thing about objectivism. It's not like some super monolithic, powerful. It's powerful, but it's like it's not one-sided. Like you can only say this and you can only have that. It's your exploration of your own life through objectivism. That's what's so beautiful about it. And that's why there's people that fight within objectivism. People fight against Trump and stuff like that because it's not like, well, Ayn Rand said we had to be agreeable to that. I mean, it's nothing like that. It's no zombie land. It's a complete philosophy of individualism. That's what's so ironic. People think it's a cult, but it's all about the individual. It's about your individual thoughts, your individual mind. It's about you thinking through everything. Ha 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 ha. I drink the Kool Aid. Yeah, well, it's more like the Flavor Aid. If you look it up, it was more so Flavor Aid than there was some Kool Aid, but most of it was Flavor Aid. So I guess people said more so about how Flavor Aid is like a knockoff of Kool Aid. So there's that. But it's just too much. It really is a lot. It's just a whole lot. It's a whole lot to even conceive of, to even deal with. And look, I'm down to 0 now. He dropped me. Korean TV was like, I'm out. I'm going to sleep now. But that's all right. I gotta finish out the show. Yeah. So school is so important. It's so vital. I hated school at some points, but I didn't hate. Like when I failed, I knew I failed. The teacher didn't fail me. The teachers were like, I remember I had a guy, Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, he was just a dedicated teacher. He won all kinds of awards, best teacher of the year, all that stuff. And I just couldn't get it. I failed his class. He was like heartbroken or something like that. He was in feeling some type of way. He was feeling some type of way because I failed. Like that's the thing. It's like they care more, and I was just thinking about it the other day. Like teachers are just almost like they're not commodities, but they're kind of like that. They're like you use them up, and then you just keep going. You don't have time to say, "Will I see you in the future? Will we still be cool?" Or it's just like no. For this allotted amount of time, these few months, I'm here to teach you what needs to be taught, and I'm going to tell you exactly what needs to happen. And most teachers really care. I mean, I'm not going to name them because most of their names are, Scott could be anybody. But the other names are more, you can look them up. But I had an English teacher. She had New Yorker magazines all over her classroom. Just New Yorker magazines. That just set a tone, for the highest in journalism, the highest in essays, and highest in politics, highest in fiction, and the great writers of the periods. I had a history teacher. All he had was Time magazines everywhere, and that was my favorite magazine to read. Time, it still is. We haven't been getting it since Trump was the president, but we didn't get it while Biden was president either. But yeah, he had all over the room. He had different Time magazines, and he had like on the board on the chalkboard, this day in history and different things like that. I was like, these are teachers. These are people that are dedicated. These are teachers that give a damn. Like, I got all A's in his class. I'm good with history and English. It's cute because I wasn't good at English. To be ironic, I'm a good writer, not a great writer, but a good writer. I got C's in my English class, and I think freshman year was a B. Everything else was C's. Junior year on up to senior year, or even if I had English in senior year, I don't even remember. Somewhere around there. Hold on. Here's the script. Let me see. Yeah, honors English C, AP English C, language and composition Honors English 10, C. CP English 9, B. So going back to freshman year, that was my only B grade. Nothing higher than a B. And I'm supposed to be a writer now. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was motivation. I don't know. But yeah. So schools, like I said, this is my favorite time of the year. This is like the prime season. You know, second favorite time of year is spring, because when it's over, and that's the time where people get their tassels and their gowns, and it's every year. It's not like it's oh well, we missed this year. Nobody I think that actually happened. That happened in one state. Nobody graduated. The whole class failed. Let me look that up. Class. I'm looking it up right now. Teachers, this may not be the exact idea, but a professor fails his entire class and his university intervenes. A professor at Texas A&M and at Galveston was so frustrated with his students' performance that he told them he wouldn't pass. Excuse me. He wouldn't pass. Let me see. Anyone that he was done with them, and that he was done with them. Administrators had other ideas. See, that's when it gets goofy. I think that's a public institution, so you gotta abide by those dictates. Sadly, that's the reality of it. But I just think it's just so wonderful, so great to to get better. It can get better if it's privatized. It'll get better. That's the only thing I can say. It'll get better. Once it gets privatized, everything will fall into place and be greater. Everything will be great once it's all privatized. We have to privatize. I can't say it enough. I'll say it over and over again, because that is our future. That is it. That is it. That's the cliche. I believe the children are our future. I'm not gonna punish you with my terrible singing voice, but it is so true. I mean, every time I remember when I was young, like, oh, you're the class of 2006, like 2006. That's way away. Now that's 18 years ago. Like, that's how serious it is. That's how crazy it is. That's how wild it is. But it's true. It's all true. It's all real. You can't make this stuff up. But yeah. So when I was able to look at a documentary, that's another thing I'm gonna talk about. I'll talk about this tomorrow. There's not enough time left in the year. But I was watching a documentary with myself in it and going it through my senior year. I was featured twice, actually. And so it was pretty cool. It was a friend of the family, close friend, pretty much like a sister. She got me hip to it. So I was very thankful for her for doing that. So schools, they got to be privatized. Got to privatize the schools. Every school has to be privatized all over the world, especially the United States of America. We don't know what kind of ways. We don't know what kind of world it would be if it was no regulations and controls, if education was out of government, if ideas were out of government, if science was out of government, and if what is it? I always want to say entertainment. Education, economics. If economics was out of government, we would be in a much better world. It would be a classy, clean, wonderful, tremendous world. It would be beyond our greatest expectations. Instead of saying hallelujah, thank you Jesus, amen, I can't wait to get to heaven because it sucks down here in earth, and earth is just terrible, and everything is wrong, and everything is just I just don't want to be bothered, and I'm on this Christian race and all that and everything like that. But you don't have to be. You can go for life. You can go for values. You can go for what you think is great, what you think is wonderful. The wonderfulness of life, not just oh, good job, you did a good job, but you did great, you did excellent, you did awesome, you did superb, you know. And then I think Jerry Seinfeld had one of the best lines when he was giving his commencement speech to Duke University last year, and he was like, "No, no, 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 people got it." I'm paraphrasing, but no, 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 people got it all wrong. You don't want to be on your deathbed saying, "Oh, I wish I was with my family more." If I was, you want to say, I was at my desk more. I was working more. I wish I was, doing more projects. I wish I was doing a lot more, um, you know, um, different roles and creating and building and making. That's what it means. So at that point, on that note, I'm signing off. Salute to Cream TV. You were my co-pilot for a little while, so I appreciate you. I know it's mad late over there, but I appreciate you anyway. Thank you very much. I will see you sometime tomorrow, probably around this time. Take care.